I'm Mahdi Shaheeb Sher. My website is www.mahdishaheebsher.com. I think one of my interests in the world as Mahdi Shaheeb Sher is Islam and Quran reading. I think that Quran reading is a very special practice to practice within Islam. I think it's very special to be able to read the Quran for as long as you can, to kind of soak in the literature of the Quran. I think no other book has maybe moved the world like the Quran has. So it may be the most important book on earth, because I think it's probably moved more people than any other book that has ever existed. So I think the Quran is very special. I think the word Quran on its own sounds very special. It sounds like a pen. So it's writing words and commands. So it sounds like a good basic principled a book of faith. And I think that the importance of the Quran is that it should be read, but it should be read with full intention, hope, and understanding. I think one of the concerns at the moment in the Muslim world, in the Islam world, is that there's a tendency to read the Quran in its original Arabic script, irrespective of where a person might belong to in terms of his nationality, irrespective of his language. I think that there's something like 50 different nationalities and languages that encompass the Muslim faith and the Islam world. And I think to have to read the Quran in its Arabic script is not to do it any justice. I think it's a form of illiteracy to have to read the Quran in its Arabic script. And I think that this practice may be unhealthy for the true, genuine nature of the book itself, the Quran. I think it should be read with full literacy, with full understanding, in the language that the reader is able to read it and understand it with his own language. So I think it should be read with the reader's own language. And I think with that we have maybe full literacy of the Quran. But I think there is a concerning phenomena in the world where there's illiteracy with the Quran. And I think this is a very serious issue. I think if there is an instance of illiteracy with the Quran, then it should be explored and discovered, and it should be examined. And I think that there could be a high significance of illiteracy with the Quran. I think a large volume of the population that read the Quran could do it with the illiteracy of the Quran. So I think it should be read in the language that the worshipper best understands the Quran, and the better a person can understand the Quran, I think the better is able to take advantage of the Quran and to incorporate its messages. And I think that's what the Quran is about, its message and its messages. I think it's full of messages, and I think that that's the dignity of the Quran, is to read through its messages and to capture what you can with those messages. So I think that's the special gift of the Quran, to be able to capture what you can with its messages. Thank you very much.